Ugh.
Bunger! Bunger, bunger, bung, 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 bung.
Hello, friends. Hello, hello. How is everyone? Just realized I still have my hair back. That won't do. Gotta let loose. This is, I don't know if the hair down is like symbolic or if it's just like you guys have come to expect it, so it's what I do. Maybe it's both. Maybe it's both. Hello, Wincho. Good to see you. Nicoma, welcome. Hello, friends. Hello. I hope you are all doing well. I hope you all had a very nice week and an even better weekend. Actually, no, not even better. I hope they were both equally excellent. And I hope you are excited in a chill sort of way to be here right now, hanging out. Because I certainly am. I've kind of wondered in past, like, how different would it be if I wasn't an ASMR streamer, if I was just a gamer, a game streamer, variety game streamer, if it would still, like, if these streams would feel similar, or if I'd be like, oh man, I don't have the energy, or, you know, because the nice thing about an ASMR stream is, like, you know, it's pretty chill. I don't have to bring a whole lot of energy, although probably more than you might guess, more than you might think, because you still have to kind of like bring some vibes, you know. I can't just, well, I could just do nothing. There are definitely ASMR streamers out there who do not show their face, do not say a word, but which is cool if that's your thing. Anyway, hello, hi, welcome. It is good to be here, and it is good to have you all here happy Sunday or Monday, depending on what it is, wherever you are. I think it is Sunday, Monday for most folks at this point. Hey, y'all know how this works. At the beginning of every stream, I go up to the top of the chat to see who was first and second and third. It's very important that we acknowledge this. And looking at the top of the Twitch chat, I'm told that the first person in Twitch chat tonight was Dylan BBK. Congratulations on certified first. The first person I actually see in the chat is Pearls, but Pearls says Dylan was there first. So, certified first to Dylan, congrats. Certified second to Pearls, congrats. And certified third, jury's out. Bruce, it's Bruce. Congratulations, Bruce, for rounding out the top 3 in the Twitch chat. We are, of course, also multi-streaming to YouTube. And on YouTube, we have some first, second, thirders. First one being Tranced One. Congratulations on certified first. A very close certified first. The very close certified second goes to Orange Slice. Congratulations on a certified second. And certified third going to McClumpy Squat Thrust Glutes. Congratulations, McClumpy Squat Thrust Glutes, on your third place over on the YouTube chat. It is wonderful to see you all once again, and if you are watching this in the future, I know you're out there, you VOD viewers. I appreciate you. We appreciate you. We want to make sure you feel like you're part of this too, even though we're asynchronous in time, you know. So shout out to our VOD viewers. We love you. And if you want to get straight to the gameplay, you probably know how this works by now, but I yap a lot, at least an hour, jump ahead to an hour. If that's not it, try an hour and a half. Eventually we will play some Dungeon Siege. I'm calling it a classic PC RPG. People might argue it's not that classic. Some people might call it a cult classic. From 2002. It will be coming up on 25 years soon, I guess. Yikes. Anyway, it's a good chill, kind of easy game. It's not too complicated. Pretty fantasy world to adventure in, so we'll be doing some of that. But first, I'm scrolling back up in the chat because you know how I roll. I like to say hello, and I like to respond to everybody's messages as best I can within reason. Pearls was saying, I'm sick again. I'm just glad I made it. I am also glad that you made it. What the frick is happening? Things bouncing around. Got some bits. Hey, Nicoma. Nicoma out there with 300 biddies. Nicoma says, have the rest of my bits because you are loved and appreciated. Nicoma, thank you so much. That is super duper kind. I appreciate that very much. And I also see, as I'm scrolling down here, a bunch of bits from a couple other folks as well. What's going on, y'all? Oh yeah, I guess it is, isn't it? It's the Partnerversary. It is the anniversary of me getting partnered here on Twitch. How many years ago now? I don't know. 6? I'm gonna guess 6. I actually don't remember what year I got partnered. It might be 5. 5 years. Does anyone remember? At any rate, Nicole, thank you so much for the very kind cheer. I appreciate that. You are also loved and appreciated by myself and many in this community. I am certain. I am certain. Speaking of Nakoma, gee, I didn't really plan this out super well. I should have come up with some kind of command or something. 1 second here. Just 1 second. Okay, we can pivot. Holiday cards, y'all. Holiday cards. This is a bit of a sore spot with me because last year I wrote a bunch of holiday cards. I never sent them out for various reasons. They never got sent out. I would love to send those cards out to all of you this year, those holiday cards, or those of you who signed up for holiday cards last year. You have a card here. I would like to get it to you. And we'll talk about that in a moment. But I would also like to send out fresh holiday cards this year for anybody who wants one. It doesn't have to be just people who didn't receive them last year. It could be any of y'all. So just 1 second here. Let me make a little command to make this easy for you. You guys enjoy some keyboard sounds while I'm at it. By, what are we going to put in the deadline for signups here? Let's say 2 weeks hence. That should hopefully give people enough time. That's going to be, we're on what, the 23rd today, 2 weeks from now. It's going to be Sunday, December 7th. Yes. Pardon me. Okay. Very good. Now, in the Twitch chat, if you were to type exclamation mark, these are aliens from Mars, exclamation mark card in the chat, you will get a little message that gives you my email, to which you can send a message requesting a holiday card this year. theasmrnerd@gmail.com. It's very simple. Please. So the way this works, and this is open to anybody that wants it. It's free. It's just something I like to do. It's a bit of a tradition, last year notwithstanding. I've done this for like 4 or 5 years, probably. And this will be year 5 or 6. I can't remember exactly how many, but yeah, it's just a holiday card. I hesitate to call it a Christmas card because it usually arrives after Christmas. And also, it's non-denominational. So whatever you may or may not celebrate, in December/January, I just want to send some good vibes to you awesome folks out there who come out to these streams, who are part of this community, who make this place the awesome special place that it is. So if you would like to receive a fun handwritten card from me this year, I was going to say this year, but probably early next year, but maybe by late December, probably January. Point is, feel free to send me an email. Oh, I should update that. I need specific information there. Please include. Man, this is really professional. I should have thought about this before the stream. Please include your full mailing address. Thanks. I guess that's our full postal address. I don't know. People probably know what I mean. Whatever. People will figure it out. If you send me an email and you're like, hey, send me a card, but don't give me your address, I can't send you a card. And I'll reply to you and say, hello, I would love to send you a card, but I need to know where you are in this world of ours, on this planet of ours. Those watching on YouTube, you are also invited to this card party. And I will update the YouTube commands here so that you too can type exclamation mark card. But the gist of it is, send it to theasmrnerd@gmail.com. Let me know you want a card. give me your mailing address, and then if all goes according to plan, at some point in the future, you will receive a card from me. How about that? How about that? There you go. Okay. So, yes, please include your full address along with shoe size in case you qualify for homemade paper mache moccasins. Also, your mother's maiden name, make of your first car, name of your elementary school, first pet's name. That's all I need. That's all. Don't send me those things. I don't want those things. I don't want those things. Don't forget those 3 wacky numbers on the back of your card, your credit card. That's right. Whoa, how about your birthday while you're at it? I don't know. That'd be fun, right? Wouldn't that be funny? Wouldn't that be hilarious? No, seriously though, like I understand some people are like weirded out by me asking for your mailing address. And if that's you, that's fine. You don't have to share your mailing address. I can't send you a card, but you're under no obligation to share your address. And to be clear, your addresses do not go anywhere except my Gmail account. I do not use them for anything. This is not some nefarious ploy. I have no plans for your mailing address. I'm not going to stalk you. I'm not going to send you glitter bombs. I promise. It's just purely for the purposes of sending you a card. So, yep. Yeah, no says, definitely not weirded out. It sounds like a very kind offer. Oh, good. I'm glad. I was worried. I was sending the wrong vibes. Hey, Dawn's Eternal Light. Dawn's Eternal Light, welcome back for another one. Happy 29-month anniversary, Dawn's Eternal Light. Welcome back on in for another one. Thank you for continuing to be a potato pal, a spud bud, a tater tot. I am not going to sell your info, Arkentia. I don't know how I would, honestly. How does one, it's like, how to sell addresses on internet? I'll ask ChatGPT. ChatGPT probably knows. No, I will not be selling your information. I will not be using it to train AIs. I will not be doing anything untoward or nefarious with it other than sending you a card, which is not nefarious or untoward. So, yep. So, 2 weeks, friends. You have 2 weeks. And whether you're watching this live, whether you're watching the VOD, whatever, you're all invited on Twitch, YouTube, doesn't matter. Send me an email. Let me know. I will do my darndest to get you all a card this year. And on that note, if you signed up for a card last year, I will be sending out an email because I have your emails from last year. I will send you an email on the email you signed up for the card with, and I will be requesting an updated address from you, okay? Because if I'm going to send out last year's cards that never got sent out, I need to make sure they get to you. And some of you have probably moved in the intervening 12 months. So, yeah, I'm just going to blast out an email to everyone who signed up for the card last year. So if you see that email from me, from the asmrnerd@gmail.com, please do reply with your address, whether you are signing up for a card this year or not. Okay? Does that make sense? Is that all? Check out? I hope so. If you have any questions, please direct them towards me, I guess. Or one of the moderators here. They can probably help you. They've all done this a few times. And the reason seeing Nakoma in the chat made me think of all that is because Nakoma is an awesome artist who has done the art for our holiday cards for the last few years. So this year is going to be another Nakoma original. And the art is always something kind of fun, usually like a little inside jokey, something that people here would recognize and enjoy. So, yeah. big ups to Nakoma, who has agreed to do this year's card as well. And on that note, if you are interested, I don't know what Nakoma's commission schedule looks like. I don't know if her commissions are open right now, but I'm sure at some point in the future, if you wanted some top quality art from a member of this community, I'm sure Nakoma can accommodate you. That's right, Trobe, the elusive Christmas card. You still check your mail weekly hoping to see it. It's like waiting for Dad to come home. Oh no. Except that card is going to show up one day. Okay, I promise. I promise. Last year's card will arrive to those who deserve it. Who signed up for one. Just casual year and change late. Okay, I'm rolling back here in the chat because obviously I missed a bunch of stuff. Bruce was certified third, like I said in the Twitch chat. OT Rub coming in after that. Sargon appearing after that. Sargon with the 26th month subversary. Sargon, thank you for another month of kind support, of being a part of this community, and of generously contributing to the Potato Pals. I appreciate it. And it's good to have you here, as always, Sargon. As always. Sargon says, it has been a day, and I'm so ready for some Dungeon Siege vibes. Excellent. It's going to be good vibes. You know it. But I'm sorry to hear your day was taxing, Sargon. You can relax now. You're among friends. Big chillin' time. Naga, you're right, I was late. I was about 15 minutes late today, but in the grand scheme of Nick lateness, I figure that's permissible. Gracie, great to see Gracie here. Gracie, welcome on in. Those are some beautiful potatoes you have. Shout out to Gracie B ASMR, one of our wonderful moderators, keeping an eye on the chat here, making sure that y'all are behaved, well behaved, and also an ASMR creator in her own right. Go check out Gracie on YouTube, Gracie B ASMR. Wincho, once again, welcome. Otirub, once again, welcome. Otirub says, it's about time for me to lurk and go to sleep. Okay, good night, Otirub. I'm glad I at least got to say hello before you had to take off. Sleep well, Otirub, and we will see you next time. Endboy Actual, welcome on in. Bruce says, let's go siege in some dungeons. That's the silly thing about this game. It's called Dungeon Siege. There are no sieges. One does not siege a single dungeon in this game. One could argue that the final dungeon of the game is involved in a siege. But, and I guess that's what it's referring to. But it's still a terrible name. Awful name. Basically completely irrelevant to the actual contents of the game. But yeah, we will roll through some dungeons for sure. No sieging, just face rolling. Naga, good to see you. Hey, welcome back for month number 53, Naga. Naga says it's going to be a good one. I can feel it. Oh, hey, also, I think I missed earlier. One second. I know it's in here somewhere. Pearls also resubscribed for month number 47. Welcome back for another one, Pearls and Naga. Happy 53 months anniversary and 47 months anniversary for the two of you. It's fantastic to have you both here after all these years. So welcome back to the Spud Buds once again. I mean, it's not like you left, but you know what I mean. Also, attractive out there with all these cheers. 5 biddies, 5 biddies, 5 biddies, 5 biddies. Gracie as well. Naga as well. The whole pile of them spamming those cheers. What brought this on? Is it the Partnerversary? Is that what brought it on? I don't even know, but I appreciate it. Thank you, Attractive. Thank you, Gracie. Thank you, Naga. That's very generous, and I appreciate the good vibes. Artax says happy partner anniversary. So does Bloody Syndrome. Thank you both. Thank you both. Man, I remember the grind to partner was serious. It was not easy. It was because you needed to maintain a certain minimum viewership for a certain amount of time, like a minimum average viewership. And that was tricky, getting to that point. It was a real challenge. But many of you were a part of making that happen, and you're still here to this day. So I think that's pretty exciting. Thank you all. Thank you all. Equestrian Day are attractive. You know it. Capicus, welcome Capicus. Welcome on in. Steel Neko, thank you. Mr. Sky, good to see you. Steel Neko says, I brought my lighter. Oh man, are we starting fires yet? Just like a lighter. You know. I mean, there's nothing that says you can't start fires now. I don't know why you all wait till I leave. It's actually kind of polite that you do, truth be told. A Cranky Pirate, welcome and thank you. Congrats on your 10 stream streak, Attractive. I'm doing pretty well, thank you. Friend of a friend, welcome. Welcome. Nicoma with the blood sugar check, thank you for that. I ought to do that. It was a casual 23 minutes ago, so on top of the chat here as usual. Looking okay. 8.1 and stable-ish. So thank you for looking out for your streamer, Nicoma. Oops. The blazes. There we go. Arkentia, welcome. Nicoma, congrats on your 10 stream streak. Nicoma says it's been a while since my streak was this high. So happy to be present for this community. You are a present for this community, Nicoma. Thank you for being here. Hollow Clips, welcome. Sargon says, Nick, you're always on top of the chat. Closer to the top than the bottom, at least. Oh, you. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely correct. Hope you're having a good one, Hollow Clips. Arkentia says, I'm staying for as long as possible due to not having work tomorrow. Yes, that's a wonderful feeling, and I'm glad you can stick around tonight, Arkentia. Most exciting. Livy is excited for the cards. Very good. Nicoma is excited to receive one of her own cards, I'm pretty sure. Odirub says, I shall send my correspondence on the old electronic mail post haste. Very good. Thank you. Post haste. What's up, Corey? Bruce says, that's such a coincidence, Nick. My bank just asked me for all that information. What's up with that? Dawn's Eternal Light, welcome in once again. Oh my lord, Indy. It's Indy363, y'all. Speaking of people who've been part of this community from the beginning, Indy, it's been an age. How are you? Indy says, long time no see. Working late tonight. Saw you were live, popping in for some vibes. You know the kind of vibes we have here, so hopefully you're getting what you're expecting, Indy. How have you been? It's so good to see you. Nicoma will buy the info. Alright, I will sell Nicoma all of your addresses. That's a lie, I won't, but I don't know what Nicoma would do with them. I'll use it for raccoon stuff. I don't even know what that means. What's raccoon stuff? Like digging around in trash cans? Getting up to shenanigans? Using those cute but slightly creepy little opposable thumb hands to like open containers and things. Corey says, those wacky numbers on the back of my mom's credit card give me unlimited Robux. Yes, all the free V-Bucks. I can't, yeah. Nuvala, I've never played Ark. I'm pretty sure I own Ark, but I've never played Ark, I must admit. Oh, Ark Raiders. That makes a lot more sense. I have not played Ark Raiders. Should I get Ark Raiders? I know everyone's playing it right now. I don't normally get into sweaty games these days. I don't have time or energy. But Ark Raiders, I think, is more appealing to me than a lot of them because my understanding is there's a strong PvE focus. Even though it is like PvPvE, there's a lot of the E, which is more appealing to me. Over on YouTube, I feel like I've not given YouTube its due. Fire Goals Eyes here, welcome. Yakinono said, I caught the thing about no-face ASMR streamers who don't talk. Early YouTube Whisper was no face, but they talked. I don't think I'd be into live sounds, no face or talk, but to each their own. Yeah, I mean, that's the great thing. There's somebody doing everything out there. If you want no face but talking, you can find it. If you want no face, no talking, you can find it. If you want face but no talking, you can probably find that too. You can probably find that too. Yakanano says Nick has been doing this and streaming for years. Would be a weird time for him to blow up his own shiz. Yeah, it would be a weird time. My sudden heel turn. That would be odd. You have moved in the last 12 months. That's right, Yakanano. 12 months ago, you were at your final temporary stay before moving back into your place this year. Crazy what happens in a year, huh? Oh, Yakanano, I would love to try that. I need to reestablish a P.O. box for myself. When we moved, I never updated it. I think they actually closed the place where I was getting stuff previously, like the post office. So I should set that up. I don't think my P.O. box address currently works. I'll look into it. I'm actually not sure. Do I make it seem easy, Yakanano? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I'm glad. You know, it'll take you at face value. I'm glad you feel that way. Yo, Josh Din for real. What's up? Thank you for the kind words. I'm glad you enjoy what I put out there. And thank you for watching this stuff and being a part of this community. Welcome to the stream, Josh. Also, Heavens, welcome. Not quite sure what you're saying, but welcome. Arcantia says, ooh, only thing is if I send the email, I might be moving and I don't know when because my parents just acquired it. We gotta do some renos first. Well, Arcantia, right up until the day I send them, you can send me an updated address. So, if your address changes at any point, let me know. If I've sent it by that time, I guess maybe you're out of luck. But if I haven't, then you're in luck. If it gets to you, so much the better. Or if you can give me some other address that you could pick it up from, I can send it there too. Spewdusk, thank you. Logo Tone, thank you also. Logo Tone, aka Yakinono, says, I'm a YouTube live guy, but I've learned the ropes here a bit. You've learned some of the Twitch lingo. Don's Eternal Light says, I'm excited. I'll probably make it to seeing gameplay tonight since I don't actually have work tomorrow. Yes. I took it out for my birthday. Don's Eternal Light. Can we sing you happy birthday? Is that something you would like? If not, that's okay. But if so, we'd happily do so. It'll be a birthday gift. You get to make it to gameplay tonight. Nicoma says, I love seeing products with my art on it. It's so cool. Feels like I'm good at what I do. You are. You're very good at what you do. Raccoon Stuff is classified info. Alright, okay. On a need-to-know basis. I understand. Yo, what's up, BTN ASMR? Good to see ya. Thank you so much for the partner anniversary wishes. BTN says thank you for being the OG when it comes to gaming ASMR. Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you. Skyrim's always your fave. There will always be a place for Skyrim ASMR in this world. You know, I think even once Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, whatever that might be, whenever it might happen, I think I'll still want to come back to Skyrim from time to time for some wandering, you know, some ASMR wandering. There's just something about it, you know. But we'll see. But what was that just flashed across my screen? Bakery Guy, it's good to see you. You're here very early in the stream tonight. Bakery Guy, happy 38 months anniversary. Another amazing member of this community who's been with us for literally years. Over 3 years. Bakery Guy says, hey, 38 months. I'm so beat. Spent the last 2 days at Universal Studios. Nice. I've walked way more in the last 2 days than probably all of 2025. That's rad. I hope you had a great time. What was your favorite part? I'm sure you'll sleep well. But I'm glad you can make it out here. BTN, thank you again for the kind words. It means a lot. It's pretty crazy how, well, whatever. When I think back, it still blows my mind the way ASMR went. The way everything went, where we are now. It's crazy how big it got. Crazy how gaming ASMR blew up in a way. Oops. I could never, ever have imagined. Indy says, always a pleasure. I've been doing well, but it's definitely been a heck of a couple of years. Okay. Hope you've been doing good too. I have been, thank you. Happy Partnerversary and happy holidays. Indy, thank you. The same to you. I mean, that holiday's not the Partnerversary because I don't think you're partnered, but yeah, it's been a pretty crazy couple of years. For me as well, in a good way. So, it's great to have you back here, Indy. And I hope we see more of you these days. Although I know that the time I stream is awkward for some folks, for sure. It's Drummer Brit, y'all. Drummer Brit. You all know Drummer Brit. Drummer Brit gets a shout out in every single video. And here in the stream as well. Drummer Brit, thank you so much for subbing with Prime. Welcome back to our Potato Pals. You never left, really, but welcome back for another one. It's been wonderful having you here for them, Drummer Brit. I'm glad it works out. And I'm glad you can be a part of it. Live. And I hope you're doing well this week, Drummer Brit. Congratulations on your 7-month Twitch stream streak, Logotone. Being a Twitcher. Dawn's Eternal Light, we can sing you happy birthday. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it, y'all. Everybody, all together now. It is Dawn's Eternal Light's birthday tomorrow, which might already be your birthday now. I don't know if it's past midnight for you. But, whatever the case, let's sing happy birthday. All together now. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dawn's Eternal Light. Happy birthday to you. And many more. I hope it is a very good one. I hope you get to enjoy some time doing something you like, whatever that might be, whether that's with other people, whether it's just time to yourself, whether it's involving food or going out or staying in or whatever. Hope you get to do something that you truly want to do. We spend so much of our lives doing things because we have to, doing things for other people. It's sometimes it's rare that you get to truly just say, no, this is actually what I want, and I feel guilt-free doing it. It's rare, so I hope you get to do that. Attractive says, not sure if anyone else cares, but Stranger Things Season 5 Part 1 releases this week. I've seen quite a bit of buzz. I gotta refresh my memory where they left off. Like, I think I remember there's some crazy stuff going down at the end of Season 4. But I'm gonna have to watch like a recap or read a recap maybe. Because I feel like that was like a lifetime ago. When did Season 4 release? I feel like it's been like several years at least. Yeah, IMAX is always super cool. I'll go tell them. Over on YouTube, Smitty. Hey, Smitty. Speaking of people who are part of this community and we don't see so much these days, Smitty, I hope you're doing great. You're at work, so you can't stay, but have a good night. Smitty, thank you for dropping in. Thank you for sharing some good vibes. And I hope we see you again soon. I hope work goes smoothly. Catch you next time, Smitty. Hey, look who it is. It is Phase Beast, Temu birthday singer. Wow. Wow, that was rude. Phase Beast also said, hello, ASMR Alpha Male Vegan Messiah Lord Nerd. Is this pre-recorded? You know it. Always. Always. Oh, man. Yeah, you know, the whole like managing video content and online presence, it can be quite a bit. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Well, I'm glad you found our streams. I'm glad you did. Oh, you got next week off. That's rad. You have no responsibilities at work or bureaucratic stuff next week. Nothing. No bills to pay, no emails to reply to, no forms to fill. That is amazing. That is incredible. Was season 4 of Stranger Things really only 2 years ago? It feels like way longer ago somehow, for some reason. But yeah, maybe it was 2 years. It just feels longer ago. Potato of Injustice says ASMR could have been an internet footnote, but instead it flourished. That's it, right? It could have gone so very differently, and maybe should have, in a way. Like, I just, the thing I always used to say back in the old days, back in my day, when ASMR was very small on the internet, I always used to just call it, this is our weird little corner of the internet that defies people's expectations about the internet. Because, you know, people are jerks on the internet. Like, there's a lot of nastiness out there. People judge others for what they enjoy, what they don't enjoy. But the ASMR community always seemed like an outlier there, in that regard. Like, so always very positive. People just out there to help other people. It just was super refreshing. And for the most part, it still is. I mean, like, when anything gets really big, there's always some unsavory aspects that come along with that. And I'm not saying it's perfect by any means, but I would say I think by and large the ASMR community, at least the part that I engage with, does feel more compassionate, more accepting, more just generally friendly than a lot of other parts of the internet that I interact with. I'm sure that's not the case across the board. I know there are some probably I don't know, unpleasant parts of the ASMR community, but I don't know, at least the parts that I care about and that I curate for myself. People seem pretty cool, so like you guys, y'all are pretty darn cool. So, yo, Drummer Brit, thank you so much for dropping a gift sub. I appreciate the kind support of the community. Not the only way that you support by any stretch, but I appreciate it. This one here and now. Thank you so much for gifting a sub to Spiritari. Spiritari, welcome on in to the Potato Pals, our sub club. You have gained access to all of our wonderful potato-based emotes, all of my silly face emotes, as well as ad-free viewing on Twitch. That's pretty rad. All courtesy of Drummer Brit, very kindly gifting that sub. What's all this? What is all this? Indy out there, Indy, with a gift sub to Potato of Injustice. Indy, no stranger to supporting this community, and very kindly gifting subs to deserving folks out there. Indy, the original sub sniper, some might say, making sure that nobody goes unsubbed. Potato of Injustice, welcome to our sub club, our Spud Buds, our Potato Pals. I do hope you enjoy that subscription, kindly shot at you by Indy363. Enjoy the emotes, enjoy the ad reviewing, and all that jazz. Very kind on both accounts. And look at that, you're both up on the scoreboard. Drummer Brit says, doing well. As a US based watcher, or you are a US based watcher, and in charge of the turkey for Thanksgiving this year. Been spending the day making stock and other prep. Very good. I want to hear about how your turkey goes. We did the turkey for our Thanksgiving this year as well. Canadian Thanksgiving. And for having like relatively little experience doing turkeys, I was really happy with how it turned out. I thought it turned out pretty darn good. And I bet yours will too, Drummer Brit. Oh, thank you. That's gonna be my next channel. Nick sings, the ASMR nerd sings. Thank you all for joining in. Happy birthdays for Dawn's Eternal Light. Dawn's Eternal Light says, thanks everyone, and thank you, Nick. I do plan to do a few things just for me and spend some time with family. That sounds lovely. Okay, season 4 of Stranger Things was 2022. Okay, yeah, that checks out. Phase Beast, you've got your vacation in 2 weeks and you're excited because you need a vacation week. Everybody deserves at least one vacation week. Honestly, I think we could all use a lot more, truth be told. Probably be healthier and we'd be more productive when we come back to work. But Phase Beast, I'm excited for you. I hope your vacation week is fantastic. Oh yikes, that sounds rough, Yakanona. You haven't been dissed online since the Elden Ring server. I guess that's something. That's something. FaceB says this ASMR community is very chill and relaxed, which yeah, it's like a breath of fresh air, isn't it? We're pretty lucky. We're pretty lucky. FaceB, I love me some Thanksgiving meal. Turkey, mashed potatoes, the veggies, the gravy, the cranberry sauce, the whole thing. The pie. Attractive says, I've been re-watching Stranger Things so that I remember what happened throughout the show. It's been going on for so long and it's still so dang good. They did such a great job. I agree. Honestly, I've enjoyed all of it to a reasonable degree. I seem to remember enjoying season 4 quite a bit. yes, I do remember it getting super spooky, like really messed up. Like there's some really messed up stuff that happened in that season. Do you think they're gonna just continue to crank it up in season 5? What kind of jaw-dropping moments are we gonna have in season 5? Oh yeah, right. Season 4, all this stuff with Chrissy and all that. Yes, right, it's coming back to me now. Yeah, season 4 was messed up. That's right. That's right. Potato of Injustice. Shot with the spud gun. Blasted with the potato cannon. Ooh, Drummer Brit has requested some beer lore. Some beer lore. Yeah, let's do that. Tonight's beer is an interesting looking one from a brewery I've never had before, or I've never had beer from before. Sea Change Beer. Sea Change Brewing is the name of this brewery. It's based out of Alberta, Edmonton, Alberta. And the beer that I have tonight is down in the fridge. I'll go get it in a moment. But it is called Man Crush. Man Crush. Who is your man crush? My man crush is either Nathan Fillion or Henry Cavill. One of those. I'm gonna go with Henry Cavill. He'd just be such a fun dude to hang out with. Like, I don't know, whatever. I know that's a very boring answer from a nerd perspective, but I would love to get a beer with Henry Cavill. Tonight's beer is called Man Crush Mandarin Ale. Mandarin Ale. The beer lore reads, plain and simple, Man Crush is an orange-forward juice bomb, a bright and crisp mimosa without the champagne, as light with a deadly clean finish. And it's a lighter beer. It's only 4%, so it's not super strong. It's not super strong. So I'm looking forward to trying that out. It sounds juicy and delicious. Is that my computer? Yes, it was. Yeah, the Chrissy stuff's so messed up. Dwarf on a Wharf, what's up? Dwarf on a Wharf says, oh my god, I saw the iconic Dungeon Siege menu on my recommended. I freaking love this game. I just wanted to say, yo, Dwarf on a Wharf, I'm glad we got some more Dungeon Siege fans out here. We're going to be jumping into the game in just a moment because I have reached the bottom of the chat. So I'm going to go get tonight's beer, the Man Crush. And I'm going to pour it out and give it a little taste. And then we will be jumping into Dungeon Siege. As a matter of fact, just to give you all something a little different to look at, let's load up our save game. This is a game that we've played on stream here before. At various points, we return to it every once in a while, but it's been a long time. I'm not even quite sure when the last time we played was, but if I load game, we can find out. It looks like it was. Wait, I'm confused. Oh, I thought these would have dates on them, but it looks like they don't. It's just the game time. Okay, never mind. I don't know. We have no way of knowing. Anyway, it was a while ago. But I'll give you the rundown on where we're at and what we're doing. But let's just hit continue, and y'all can at least appreciate this little tableau. Let's pause it, zoom in. These are all our characters. We're down in the caves, the caverns, the crystal caverns. I would love for them to make a sequel of this game, like a modern take. I mean, they did make a sequel. They made Dungeon Siege 2, which was very good, and Dungeon Siege 3, which was less good. I would love a Dungeon Siege 4. We're never gonna get it, but man, I would love a Dungeon Siege 4. I believe the property currently sits with Square Enix, and they ain't never gonna make a game, another Dungeon Siege game. They're just gonna sit on that IP until the end of time, probably. But unless someone buys it off them, it's possible. I still hold out hope that one day the original game director, Chris Taylor, is going to say, let's get together, let's buy that IP, let's make another Dungeon Siege, let's get the gang back together. Never going to happen. But a man can dream. Oh yeah, the scene with Max running up the hill to running up that hill. Yeah, that was very good. That was very good. Overthinks, welcome on in. Congrats on your 3-stream streak. Potato of Injustice says Sea Change is a great local brewery. Man Crush is very, well, crushable. Checks out. It looks like it's light and sweet. Well, attractive, if we must. I can pull out the chair as well. Fig Boy, welcome. Dwarf on a Wharf says, I have a core memory of playing Dungeon Siege with my dad when I was little. That's very sweet. Sitting on his lap, really, he was playing, and I love to keep playing. But yeah, we need another. Something about the environments in this game were so like evocative, like especially for its time. They really like lodge themselves in your mind. I remember so many of the environments still, and just like the vibes, especially in the snowy areas. For whatever reason, those vibes were so just, I don't know. Sir Derek, thank you for the follow, by the way. Thank you. I think I saw a follow earlier that I might have. Desleal, thank you for that follow as well, way back in the beginning of the stream. Yakanona says season 4 is cool because it had the metal head. Yes, I forget his name. Hellfire Club guy. Awesome character. Had some awesome moments for that character. Phase Beast says, will you play a Thanksgiving video game before the holidays like Turkey Simulator? Is there a Turkey Simulator out there? Is there? Yakanana says, I saw Winona Ryder on Hot Wings, or Hot Ones, and her elbows are nearly up to her ears. I thought it was just a performance for the show. I'm a fan, but she may have partied hard at some point. Yeah, probably. I believe it. Yes, Hot Ones. That's what I thought. Oh man, LAN parties were so good. I'll tell you what, friends. For my bachelor party, I got a bunch of the boys together. We had a LAN party, like an old school LAN party, like it was 2002. And this is one of the games we played. So we had an awesome LAN of Dungeon Siege just last year. It was fantastic. Still played great. Awesome party game. LAN parties are such a vibe. Potato of Injustice says Unreal Tournament LAN parties in my high school years, looking around a tower in a CRT. I know, it's like this huge monitor. Good times. I could not agree more. Dwarf on a Wharf, the music for Dungeon Siege hits so good. So good. Yes, Eddie, thank you. Attractive. OG Halo on PC, another LAN party classic. Alright, gang. I'm going to leave you here to enjoy this Dungeon Siege scene. I will also grace you with the chair, because it has been requested. The chair blesses you with his presence. The chair blesses you with his presence. It's going to keep an eye on you while I'm away, okay? It's going to keep an eye on you. You best behave yourselves. Alright, I'll be back in a moment with my man crush. BRB. What is going on in the chat? What is happening? Oh, I see Drake is here to instigate the flames. Hey, and I arrived just as the rain stopped. The rain that Nicoma busted out in a futile attempt to prevent the flames from taking over. Nicoma says, "All hail the chair." It's just standing there menacingly. The chair is all-knowing. Yo, ESB 1018, thank you for the follow. I hear ESB, I think of two things. Either Empire Strikes Back or Extra Special Bidder. Is it either of those, ESB? The chair demands a sacrifice. Does it? Does it? It's never requested that of me, but I can't be sure, you know? We are being perceived. Yo, ESB, thank you for the sub. Welcome into our sub club, our potato pals. You know, I have access to all our fun potato-based emotes, all of my silly face emotes, all of our dumb inside joke emotes, just all the emotes, as well as ad-free viewing. So, please do enjoy. Welcome to the Potato Pals, the Spud Buds, the Tater Tots, and thank you so much for your very kind support. Your very kind support. Nicoma, you volunteer as sacrificial tribute for the chair. Who can say what knowledge your butt will hold once it sits in the chair? My butt is extremely knowledgeable. The chair is probably very knowledgeable about my butt, truly. Truly. Hey, also, what the hecky? Nicoma, thank you so much for gifting that sub to our boy Drake. Draconis, ASM artist, who is not only an amazing member of this community and who's out there watching y'all to make sure you are well behaved, but also an awesome ASMR creator in his own right. Please go follow Drake here on Twitch and support that man. Make your life better. Enrich yourself by following Drake. I had the good fortune last night to hang out with Drake for a bit on his Minecraft server. I got a good tour of his Minecraft world, which is impressively modded. There's some really cool mods in there. It was a good time. The chair demands, the chat abides. Potato Justice says, I didn't say it had to be a human sacrifice. Like, give it a goldfish cracker or something. Chair is officially back and all is right in the world. Now that's a hot seat. Wow. Wow. Archactus says, I hope Royal sneaks in and sits on the chair. That would be so good. Royal did not sneak in and sit on the chair, but I did go visit Royal in her box outside, which is why I took a little bit longer to come back. And I took a picture of her. She's sleepy. She's eepy right now. She's sleeping out there. She's in her box. I woke her up. I felt a little bad, but the reason the colors are all weird is because we have a bunch of purple lights outside our front door right now, like left over from Halloween. We haven't taken them down, but anyway, she's just sleeping. What's all this? Vanquisher has returned. Captain Vanquisher, welcome back for another one. Captain Vanquisher says, hey, long time no see. I got a route of stores to merchandise at my job, and my new schedule prevents me from watching. That is a tear. That is a tear rolling down my face. I woke up because it was too hot in my room, so I thought I'd stop by and say, hey, Vanquisher, thank you for dropping on in. Thank you for letting me know what's up. Because I was wondering where you had disappeared to. And you know what? I respect it. I understand life is like that sometimes. But I'm glad you could drop on in to say hi. And I hope that your job's going well. Thank you so much for coming back for month number 39, Vanquisher. There's a very generous, kind support. Welcome back to the sub club. And I hope you get some good sleep now after stopping in. Limit 77. I know what's up. I know what time it is. I think I do. ESP says hello. It's the first letters of my first, middle, and last name. Okay, so it is not Extra Special Bidder or Empire Strikes Back, unless your name is Empire Strikes Back, which would be a very badass name. First name Empire, second name, middle name Strikes, last name Back. That would be very badass. I'm doing well, Drake. Thank you. She's so cute. That's right, it's the legendary Van Squisher. Van Squisher. Drake says it was great to hang out for a bit. It was. I wish it was longer. But I'll hop back on and we'll play some Minecraft. Oh, hell yeah, it'd be great to get FamCam on there. Yes, that'd be super fun. Lethal Germs has been getting into Warhammer for a bit. Sort of found myself enjoying the White Scars chapter due to my tasty Mongolian music. I don't know much about the White Scars, and I don't know about the Mongolian music aspect, but do you listen to The Who? Do you listen to The Who? Not like The Who, like the classic rock, but The Who. The Who, H-U. Some classic Mongolian rock. Vanquisher says job's been going great. Merchandising for Pepsi is pretty cool. Not bad. You get a free pop every quarter. It's not complaining. Hey, why not, right? That's good. I'm glad it's going well. That's rad. Wow, Drake. Thank you. Thank you. Rizu, welcome. Yes, The Who. Very good. Livy, you cut off all your hair. What prompted this? Wait, your middle name is Storm? ESB? That is so cool. That is not a common name, and that is badass. Empire Storms Back. That's probably your name, right? You cut off 7 inches of hair, Libby. That's huge. You just want to change, or? Yakinono over on YouTube says my friend up in the Bay Area still has LAN parties for old time's sake. Sorry. Cat hair. That's rad. That's how it should be. We've not had a LAN party in this house yet, but at some point I hope we do. I want to have some of the gang over. FaceB says can't wait to see Nerd casually walking back to the street with his man crush. Oh, it already happened. Got my man crush right here. No one else shared their man crushes. Who's all y'all's man crushes? Getting free Mountain Dew is one of the greatest things in the world. You know what? Fair, Vanquisher, fair. Lethal Germ says I also really love a group called Haranga. They only made 3 albums, but they're some of the best you'll ever hear. Well, you've sold me. I'm gonna have to check that out. Livy. Yes, fair enough. Gotta trim those split ends. That's fair. Alright, gang. Let's open my man crush. That sounds weird. That's a strange thing to say. I'm gonna taste my man crush. I'm gonna put this man crush in my... Okay, whatever. Run wild. You can come up with many. But yes, a man crush Mandarin Ale from Sea Change. It's got a very cool can, actually. I like that. That design, that's rad. Sea Change in Edmonton, Alberta. Crush beer, not dreams. Fair enough. Fair enough. Apparently a very crushable, sweet, light beer. Looking forward to it. Bruce's man crush would be Tom Ellis, Lucifer actor. I don't think I know Tom Ellis, but sounds like a strong choice. Nick is off the chain. Where's Eyelash? We need your Eyelash can't save you now. I speak only the truth. I'm sure my man crush will be delicious. Cannot wait to get it in my mouth. Alright. Here we go. Time to crack open my man crush. just gonna adjust the mics one moment. Our tractor says my man crush is definitely Batman. Any particular incarnation of Batman? Any particular version of Batman? Alright. Let's pour out this man crush. Says my man crush is Jason Momoa. Excellent choice. Excellent choice. I'm sorry, Vanquisher. What precludes this from being a gaming stream while I also have my man crush in my mouth? It pours a very bright gold. A very bright gold. Clear and clean looking. Looks light. Smells citrusy. Looks really nice. Looks very crisp. Bet you this man crush has a really good mouthfeel. Cheers, friends, to our man crushes. Yeah. Start sweet, finishes dry, very crisp, very refreshing, very crushable. Oh yeah, tasty, quite light, but very refreshing, very refreshing. All right. Okay. Let's put these back on. Libby asked if I'm a fan of Rush. You know, I should be. I feel like I ought to be, but I've never really gotten into Rush. I love prog rock of many kinds, prog metal mostly, but I dabble in prog rock. I feel like Rush should be right up there for me, but I've just never tuned into them, you know. Drake says, unfortunately, I can't stay for much longer. Aw, I have to be up early tomorrow. Okay, so I'm going to get ready for bed, but I want to make sure to say hello and burn the chat down in the name of the chair. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Drake, I'm glad you could show up for at least a little bit. I do hope you get some good sleep. Have a good night, my friend. Thank you for dropping by. And have a great week. Cheers. The Christian Bale Dark Knight films are extremely badass. Christian Bale is a very good Batman. Be the change you want to see, Bruce. Man crush, Abby Kaplan, formerly of Pentatonics. Good choice, good choice. Nakoma says, okay, it's almost 2 a.m. in NYC. My body's shutting down for the night. Have a fun stream, y'all. Good night, Nakoma. Nakoma, thank you again for being willing to do the art for this year's cards. And I'll remind you all, I'll take this opportunity to remind you, if you want a holiday card this year, for realsies, ! card, it gives you my email. It's the asmrnerd@gmail.com. Send me an email. Let me know if you want that card. Let me know your address so I can mail you that card, and we will get you that card. If you also signed up for a card last year, please confirm if your address is the same. If it has changed since last year. Alright. Alright. Good night, Nakoma. Sleep well. Nakoma, I know you enjoy the mic scritches, so let's scritch you on your way out. Give you some scritchies. Good night, Drake. Have a good one. We'll catch you next time. Beanard, welcome. Week was good. Week was busy. Week was good. Got lots done. Drake says, on a side note about Abby before I officially leave, I got to meet him several years back and he's genuinely such a great dude. So nice. That's awesome. It's always nice when your heroes are just as great as you hope. I got to meet Weird Al Yankovic once, and he was just as cool a dude, just as kind a guy as you would think he is. So, all is right in the world. I have not voted in the Game Awards this year yet, Beanard. No. I don't even know who the nominees for Viewer's Choice are. Alright. Iro, welcome. Welcome back. Good to see you. How's everything? Oh man, everything is a lot. That's a big question. How is Here and Now? Here and Now is good. I had no idea it was on an episode of Game Grumps. I should absolutely watch that. Okay, good night for real, Drake. Good night for real. Alright. Oh, hey, one more thing, guys. This is not specific to Drake. This is just to any of y'all. I do have one of these, a monster mystery pin. It was requested last stream, or maybe the stream before, that we open some more of these on stream. Twist my rubber arm right. So I got a couple of them. We can open it in a little bit. Doesn't have to be now, because we probably should get to a bit of gameplay first. But let me know if y'all wanna see what's in here shortly, because we can definitely do that. For those who don't know, the monster mystery pins are these really nice enamel pins with D&D creature art on them. I've got a few of them. They're really fun. It's like a blind box type thing, right? You don't know what you're gonna get. Yeah, they are. They're really nice. They're well made. They're like shiny enamel, hefty chonkers. Got some texture. They're really nice. Yeah, it's random. There's I think about 30 of them, maybe. 20 different designs and then a few variants in sterling silver. There are 4 different creatures through the different editions of D&D. So we've got the Beholder, we got the Owlbear, we got the Mimic, we got the Red Dragon. And then we got the classic all the way through to the modern. Then these are the sterling silver chase pins. And it's random. I've got 5 of them here. We've got the Red Dragon, 5th edition. Yeah, 5th edition. We've got the 1st edition, a Mimic. We've got the 4th ed Owlbear, I guess. I think it's 4th ed. And we've got 1st ed Red Dragon. And we've got 5th ed Beholder. So we'll see. Beanard, I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put them, honestly. I've just been collecting them because I like them. But yeah, I'll put them together on something somewhere. I'm just not quite sure where yet. I haven't figured that out. Okay, we'll open one in just a few minutes here, but let's at least play a tiny bit of this game because it's time we started. So, Dungeon Siege. an RPG, party-based RPG for the computer, the personal computer. Came out way back in 2002, made by Gas Powered Games. They of Supreme Commander, if you know those games, Supreme Commander games. They of Total Annihilation. Actually, I don't know if GPG was Total Annihilation, but I know that Chris Taylor directed it. He was the game director for Dungeon Siege as well. But it's a kind of an early-ish 3D RPG, but it was very pretty for its time. Still holds up well visually, I think. It's kind of a big fantasy adventure. Mechanically, not that complicated. You got a few different types of skills. Melee, ranged, 2 different types of magic. It's usage-based leveling up, so the more you hit something with a hammer, the more your melee skill levels up on that character. As you can see, we have a full party of 8 characters, including 1 donkey. Our donkey is Flair over here. A pack mule, actually, if you want to get technical. We also have Zed, the nature mage, with the dunce cap over here. We've got Merrick over here, also a nature mage, the archmage of the kingdom, who we helped rescue. We've got a combat mage here by the name of Lauren. We picked him up in the last major city we were in, which was Glacern, snowy city up in the mountains. We've got our main man here, my main character, Strong McJohn, who's absolutely dripped out right now in the zebra print. He has a melee bruiser. We've got Eulora here, who we found in the Crypt of the Sacred Blood. She is a ranged character. Here we have Gjorn. We picked him up in the town of Stonebridge, where he was defending. He's melee. And then inside Strong McJohn, right down here, we have Glorn, who is a dwarf of the Glitter Delve. He's also a melee character. They're kind of a wrecking crew. They get her done. Paolo, thank you for the sub. Happy 30-month anniversary, Paolo. Great to have you with us. How you doing? Welcome back for another one, Paolo. Oh, we've redeemed a stretch. Thank you. Always a good thing to do. Let's stretch together. My favorite stretch, y'all. Clasping one wrist with the other hand behind the back and pulling backwards and down. Oh, it's a good stretch for your back. It's a good stretch for your shoulders, especially if you spend a lot of time in a chair like a shrimp. Also, Saint Nick welcomes you, blesses you. Thank you, Wincho. It's important to engage those back muscles. This way, not this way, this way. Gotta engage those back muscles. Oh, Vanquisher, I miss Vanquisher saying goodnight. Vanquisher says, all right, Nick, I'm going back to bed. It was nice to stop back in for a bit and say, hey, hopefully I can catch a stream again soon, but I hope you have a great rest of your night and a good stream. You too, Vanquisher. I hope we see you again soon. Best of luck with your job, and we'll see you when we can see you. Thanks for stopping by. Sleep well, Vanquisher. I also haven't played Expedition 33. I feel like I have to at this point. Like, I really got to. Everyone just goes bananas over that game. Bruce is the team that made this game. We're talking Dungeon Siege here now. Are seriously the GOATs, because 25 years later, this game holds up damn well. I agree. It's a fairly timeless kind of design, you know? It's pretty light. It's pretty airy. And it's still really fun. All these years later. Archactive says they look so detailed, talking about the pins. I love how big they are for pins. I know they're chunky. Chunky. What is a pin board? I assume it's a board for putting pins on. Yeah, maybe I do need a pin board. Why does this look so much like Blackreach? It really does, eh? So we are in the Crystal Caverns right now, which is part of the Alpine Caverns complex. You know what? Just so y'all can get a little refresher as to where we are, I even brought this. Check it out. Dungeon Siege map. So this is the map of the single player setting. We began way over in the southwest in the farmlands over there. And then we made our way up through the Crypt of the Sacred Blood to Stonebridge. You can see it up there. Then across to Western Cross, a haunted ruin full of spiders. And then up through the Glitterdelve mines, which are dwarven mines in the mountains, up to Glycern. You can see Glycern in the mountains up there. That was the last major city we stopped at. Then we passed through Glycern into the Alpine Caverns, which are like frozen ice caves. We made our way through the Alpine Caverns, and we emerged high up in the mountains, where we found a trader living on his own, like a trapper. And that was a nice place to resupply, sell off a bunch of our gear, stock up on some fresh stuff, and then descend once again into the Crystal Caverns, where we are now. We are making our way out, and eventually we'll get to the Traveler's Camp, which is top center. It's our north center there, the Traveler's Camp. But that's a little ways away yet. We'll see if we can make it through the Crystal Caverns tonight, because it's a long haul, and there's lots of scary monsters in here. So that's the gist of it. Why are we going all these places? Doesn't really matter. The story's not super important. The answer is, if you must know, because there are these creatures called the Krug, which are basically like orcs, and they are attacking innocent people, towns, villages, farms. No one really knows why, and so we're on a quest to find out what's got them all riled up. That's pretty much it. There's a bit more to it than that, but that's the gist of it anyway. I'm trying to find out why the Krug are going ape poop. And we left off here. We just opened this chest. Got this little wrecking crew of a party. It's great. But yeah, this game came out almost 25 years ago, y'all. It looks pretty good for its age. Okay, well, almost 25 is a little bit of an exaggeration. 23 years ago, though. It'll be 24 years next April. Okay, so the combat is real time with pause. So we can pause here. We can issue orders while we're paused. We've got a green shard over here, which is an enemy made of crystal. Wow, I just realized you can't see anything. Thank you. It's a catastrophe. You can't see anything. Oh man, quality. All right, we just ran over here. We didn't do much. So yeah, we've got some enemies over here. We've got some bad guys down here that are making their way up to us. Yakinona says, I own Expedition 33. I'm also half French and was raised by a French immigrant, so I'm down. Nice. Apparently the game is just like fundamentally very French. Pete Hart says E33 is pretty great. Great music, good story, fun combat. Always been a big fan of turn-based content with action commands. I haven't played a whole lot of games like that, really. But I'm up for it. We've played a lot of that Game of the Year nominees this time, eh? Okay, so let's start by hitting... Actually, ooh, that's loud. That's probably offensively loud. Let me just turn that down a little bit. The combat can get a little rowdy, so relaxing creatures exploding sounds. Squishy body bits going everywhere sounds. Y'all let me know if this is obnoxiously loud. Oh gosh, we've got the trog. So the troglodytes, these dudes, they actually hit pretty hard from what I remember. So let's fall back a little bit. And let's get our healers doing some healing. While the frontline guys fight. How's a trog back here? And there's still a little crystal guy shooting us from back here. Ugh, a couple down here too. Good lord. Oh my gosh. Ugh, I just wanted to fight a couple of them. I didn't want to fight an entire army. Let's fall back a little more. Oh crap, there's some over here too. Okay, let's fall back up here. So they'll have to come up at us. Wait, no, donkey, get back. That's not safe. Get back. The little dudes with the little zappy beams. At the very least, those little zaps don't do much damage. They're pretty, just a little tickle. The trogs are the ones that really do a lot. These guys are endless. Oops. Okay. Let's head back up here. See what we might have missed. Pick up some stuff. Ooh, a clockwork crossbow. Those are actually quite good. That might be good for our ranged character. Let's check it out. So items are definitely a big part of this game. Here Laura is our ranger. So she has a non-magical clockwork crossbow, but we just got a magic one, which adds +1 to range. Can she use it? No, she needs more strength and more dexterity. She's currently at 13 strength and 22 dex. She needs 15 strength and 23 dex. So she will be able to use them soon. Well, soonish. But not just yet. Not just yet. Palace is a long time since we saw the last Dungeon Siege stream. Such nostalgia. Yeah, it's got to have been like half a year at least, maybe longer. You know we got this. Rah, clang bash. That's right, Naga. Sound design is great. I agree, Bruce. The sound design team killing it. Apparently the game is quite well engineered as well. Like, it's built in a very smart way. Beanart asks if a team member dies if they're gone for good. No, they are not gone for good. So if a team member goes down, they enter an unconscious state. From that, they will get themselves up after a short time if they're left unmolested. If they continue to take damage while they are down, they will die, but you can resurrect them. There are resurrection shrines and resurrection spells. So it's not like a hardcore kind of game that way. Gotta get that donkey out of there, that's right. Little flare. Little flare always out there. Taking strays. You're totally right though, this does have major Blackreach vibes. Okay, so we can't go up here. What do you think's up here? Hey Thorek, what's up? Heck yeah, Dungeon Siege. Yeah, you know it. Happy stream day, Thorek. It's good to have you here. Been a long time since we hit some Dungeon Siege up. Yakinono, speaking about Expedition 33, says, I have no issues understanding French, so I go with the French voice acting. Or will go with the French voice acting. I'm sure they have it. I've heard the English performances are very good too, though, so I don't think you can go wrong either way. Alright. Oh, there's a bunch of items back here that we didn't pick up. Okay, so we must have been up here, I guess. I don't know when we were up here, but... Oh, that's where we were earlier. We were just down there. That's where we started. Down by that, that there chest. So we must have fought some guys who were standing up here. Like, shot them while we were down there. Okay, here's a signpost. So that's the way to Jiraiya's trading post, where we came from. And this is the way to the Dark Forest, where we're headed. The Dark Forest. How spooky. Yeah, the music in this game is peak. Quintessential early 2000s RPG music, in my opinion. Just poking around, making sure I'm not missing anything. Sometimes there's little secrets. Smells of little scamps out there, just waiting in the dark to go at you. I think this is back the way we came from the where that chest was, right? Oh, some guys down there. Oh crap, the scabs are invading. The scab army, it's in the caves. We're toast. We're cooked, if you will. What's going on here? I love the use of light and dark in this game. Like the darkness all around and these beams of light shining down. Secret scabs. Tick Sprig, how you doing? Welcome on in. Overthinks, thank you. Jack over on YouTube. Hey, Jack. Hey, Nick, it's been a stressful weekend, so it's good to catch the stream tonight, even if it's late. I hope we can help you de-stress a little bit. You're among friends here. There's nothing demanded of you here. You can just chill among some good folks and some good vibes. Glad to have you here, Jack. Oh, we got some more trogs. Some trogs. These little guys are called darklings. Or no, dark lungers. Kind of creepy. Oh man. Oh my gosh, we got a lot of dudes here. Okay, let's fall back a little bit before they surround us. We're getting blasted from all sides here. Okay, let's focus the trogs down first, because they will do the most damage for sure. This guy. Yeah, it was fun. I I just tried this out on my Steam Deck the other night, and it works surprisingly great on Steam Deck. There's some good community control layouts, and it's surprisingly playable with the gamepad. And it runs just great. Like way better than it has any right to for a Windows game from 23 years ago, running on a Linux-based handheld. Nice. Let's pick up all the loot. This game has a fantastic feature. You just hit a button and all your dudes go around and pick up all the loot on their own. You don't have to go click on every piece. Tractor says the ambiance is reminding me of Amnesia, The Dark Descent. Interesting. It's not quite that spooky, I have to admit. Naga says, caving would be a lot safer if all caves were this open and safe. In terms of terrain anyway, monsters not included. Yeah, I feel like the monsters kind of negate the safety factor. But you're right. If they were this big and open, caving would be a lot more manageable. Some caves are this big. Some parts of some caves, anyway. When I was in France, a chest. When I was in France, Sarah and I, back in 2017, 2018, I think it's 2018, we went to a cave in southern France called Caverns of Clamouze. Caverne de Clamouze. And what is a naginata? I mean, I know it's like a staff, but bladed staff. 560 DPS. Dang, that actually could be pretty good. Let's check our weapons. 656. 560, that's the same. 451, okay. Does he have enough strength? No, he does not have enough strength for it. Okay. Fair enough. Anyway, Clamouze was spectacular. Huge, vast, open vaults with all kinds of crazy formations. Beautiful crystals. It wasn't quite as big and open as this, but similar vibe, you know? Fewer monsters, for sure. Brass Jacks, welcome. How you doing? Good to see ya. Welcome on in, Brass Jacks. What do you think, guys? Should we open that monster pin now? Do y'all want to see what's in that D&D monster pin? I am curious. And we've got a little bit of gameplay down here now. Not very much, but a little bit. I don't feel so bad stopping it to open that thing. Open that thing. Okay, we've been over here. Let's go this way. Heck yeah, pin time. This is attractive. Oh my gosh. First of all, it's murdering the Trog. Oh, a great Trog warrior. This guy's a unique. You can see he's got a special texture. And he's got like a special light shining down on him. He could be a tough one. They hit for a lot of damage. Oh my gosh, he has like one-shotting our mages. Almost one-shotting. Like two or three shotting, let's say. Let's fall back a little. That was kind of scary. Okay, let's heal our mages. Hold on. Get behind the melee guys, mages. There we go. Okay. And let's Okay, let's take the smaller ads first, because they can deal a lot of damage too. Jeez, this guy keeps coming behind our lines and hitting. Okay, I'm pretty sure he just knocked out one of our dudes. Super rude. Super dang rude. Okay, let's go back this way. Oh, not yet. He's like almost dead. That was very close. Stop hitting my mages. You jerk. Okay, here we go. Just gotta keep running back and forth. Hiding the mages in the back. There we go. Now he's after the melee guys. Got him. Alright. Let's heal up. Alright. Okay. Let's open the monster pin, shall we? Seems like as good a time as any. Let's save our game. Excellent. We will hang out here. Bruce says this game's a masterclass in level design and flow. Yeah, you know, something I never really thought of too. Well, that's not true. It is. You're right. It's interesting. Oh crap. Had some uninvited guests crashing our party. Alright, fine. The cool thing about this game, which I think I've talked about on previous Dungeon Siege streams, is that you're always moving forward. And it gives it this very much a road trip kind of feel, I think is how I've heard it described before and described it myself. And in many ways that's actually a very antiquated kind of design, right? Like so many RPGs these days focus on player agency, non-linear storytelling, openness, right? Which is, you know, all very well and good, but there is something to the way this game pulls you through it. And specifically for me, I think the thing I love the most about it is that when you leave a settlement in this game, it feels like you're heading out into the wilderness because you don't know when you're going to see civilization next. And you don't know where you're going to be able to reprovision, sell items, or anything like that. You don't have any town portal or anything. You can't go back to town unless you run all the way back, right? And the next settlement could be like hours of gameplay away, which at the time, I don't know that they really considered that to be like a unique aspect of the game, but now in the context of modern RPGs, I think it's very refreshing. There are very few games that would dare to do that in a modern context. So, oops, pardon me. Naga says nothing major to work on tonight, so I'm gonna definitely fall asleep to the stream at some point. Nice. I'm glad you could just relax, Naga. Also, those monsters die and sound like TIE fighters. You are 100% correct. They're like, roar. You're totally right. Bruce says the level design guides you with enough wiggle room to give the illusion of player agency, and it doesn't get in your way. You're right about that as well. Even though it is fundamentally quite linear, it's wide enough that it does feel like you have a bit of room to explore around. They tuck things into little corners, little chests and barrels and whatnot. Occasionally little unique monster encounters. And sometimes there's little side routes to mosey on down. And again, I think there is an artistry to having a effectively linear game that still does give the player a sense of agency and exploration. You're right, I think they absolutely nailed it. Yakanono says, I haven't played an RPG with a decent open world for some time. I've been told Baldur's Gate is the one to go for. granted, having not played a ton of it, I don't know if it's like, I mean, it's a great RPG. I don't know if it's like a great open world RPG per se. But you're right, Elden Ring definitely is a great modern open world RPG. You're right, Bruce, actually. That is true. I think Mass Effect gave you a little more in the way of options, but in terms of the level design, yes. That is true. I never considered that. Tick Spring says, I love that. Sounds like it feels like you're going out on an adventure. Yes, that's exactly it. It feels like you're going on an adventure. And so many games today lack that because you can just zip back to town at a moment's notice. There's no real sense of risk or danger or remoteness in the wilderness. Whereas here, you're out there, you're in the wilderness. Ain't no going back. Gotta keep pushing forward. Like, I don't know how long it would take us to run back to the previous settlement, but a long dang time. You feel much more self-sufficient, like you're really out in the wild. I think it is part of what grants this game a real sense of adventure that many games these days lack. 100% Tick Spring. Hey, Tech Stomper, welcome. How you doing? Tech Stomper says, I don't know why, but I'm hosting a D&D game for some reason. I've just made the alphabet for this world based on crystals and such. It sounds like you're in it. That's fantastic. What do you mean you don't know why? I think you're doing it because it's awesome. Tick Spring says, in a way, I like Thief because it's somewhat linear, but you have a great sense of you're going through on your own paths, your own adventure. Yes. The ability of a game designer to instill a feeling of discovery in the player, like to design something in a very intentional way to make the player feel like they have discovered something of their own accord, is pretty cool. And I think one of the major goals to strive for in good level design, you know, if that's the kind of game you're making anyway. I agree, Bruce. I love this stuff too. Anytime you want to shoot the crap, talking about level design stuff, feel free to shoot me a message. I really enjoy this sort of stuff, or just game design in general. I read books on game design for fun, like textbooks on game design for fun. Why not, Tech Stomper? Who's going to use it? Maybe you. If you're GMing the game, making your own language is a fantastic way to create puzzles for a player, leave clues for the players, right? I will say, you know, it's one small part of making a compelling setting, a compelling adventure, so maybe don't devote all your time to the language, but certainly having it is a cool thing. All right, let's take this opportunity to, speaking of D&D, open the Monster Mystery Pin. It's time. Yeah, you're right. For a modern open world game, Minecraft does a really good job of that sense of danger out in the wilderness, making you feel like you have to be prepared because you don't know what lies beyond, not necessarily giving you an easy way out or an easy way back. Yo, what's up, Japes? How you doing? Alright, Monster Mystery Pins. We took a look at these earlier, but they're these badass enamel pins of various D&D monsters. It's a blind box style, so it could be any one of 24 different pins. I have 5 already. Every time I open one, I'm like, chances of it being a double get higher and higher. That's the downside of the blind box style. So I hope this is not a double. But I guess it's about a 1 in 4 chance that it's a double. So hopefully it ain't. We'll see. Let's Bruce says that's actually how I'm laying out our levels. Because Bruce, for those of you who don't know, is an indie game developer. Bruce is working on a game, which I won't say anything more about. But one day, when it's ready, I hope to check it out here on the channel. That is the way I like my games to be, Bruce. The levels I play to be. I mean, here's your goal, but here's some other stuff to get distracted by along the way. Give you a sense of agency, a sense of discovery. It's like rewarding the player who takes the time to explore off the beaten path, to think outside the box a little bit, maybe, to be a little more observant than the average player. One of the things I love in Dungeon Siege, sorry, we could keep going, but you know this, Bruce. In the Crypt of the Sacred Blood, there is a bunch of little hidden rooms where if you like press the right like brick on the wall, it'll open this whole little extra part of the mausoleum. This is a little side area. Very simple, but I just love that kind of stuff. If you're observant, you'll notice it, right? Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got. Hey, something new. We don't have this one yet. It's a mimic. It's a mimic. A terrifying looking mimic. Look at those teeth. Look at those lips. That mimic has some lips. But this is a pin I do not have yet. So this is an older design, like an AD&D mimic, I guess. Second edition AD&D. Oops. Let's see. Yes. Mimic. Second edition. Nice. So, the collection continues to fill out. Continues to fill out. Now I have a first and second edition mimic. First, second, second. At some point, I'm going to have to stop buying these blind boxes. And if I want to finish this collection, I'm going to have to probably just buy the individual pins, because at some point it becomes seriously diminishing returns. Maybe once you get up to the 50-50 point, right? But I'm sure it would be cheaper ultimately to just buy the individual pins directly online. I'm sure someone's selling them out there. But that's fun. That's fun. I have here one more unopened pin. One more. We'll open this on a future stream. Not tonight. Maybe next week. Hey, thank you for the rain, Attractive. Thank you for the rain. Maybe next stream. Excuse me. And Tick Spring, thank you for the blood sugar check. Let's see how it's doing. It's a little high. It's just slightly high. 10.2. I like to try and keep it below 10. It's just bumping along up there, just a little higher than I'd like. Hopefully it comes down. If not, I'll have to take a little corrective dose, but that'll be later. But hopefully it comes down on its own. Thank you, Tick Spring, for taking care of your streamer. Oh, pardon me. Pardon me. Attractive says, All I can think of are those terrifying mimic chests in Elden Ring and Dark Souls. Yep. Yep. Classic. Obviously classic. They're super cool though. Yes, this design, goofy though it is pretty cool. Again, those lips. I can't get over those lips. That's fun. Alright. Let's carry on, friends. Now that we've murdered so many of the Trog here, it's time to murder some more Trog. It's funny, you know, Bruce, at the time this game came out, I remember enjoying the world and the level design, but I do remember being, I think, a little bit disappointed because around that same time I was also playing Morrowind, and Morrowind felt like the future. Morrowind was something I had never experienced before, a world that was open to that degree, the feeling of player agency, whereas this felt a bit more like a throwback. But now, with the perspective of 20 some odd years of, you know, the evolution of game design since then, I think I can appreciate all the more what Dungeon Siege was doing, and how, you know, as I was saying, it does feel refreshing in the current context. And I think it was very well designed. Even if at the time, oops, it's kind of weird. And it's funny too, because in my mind, like, I quite enjoyed Dungeon Siege. I played it through to completion back in the day, and you know, I enjoyed my time with it. But I think there was a part of me that just wishes it was a little more open, or at the time I wished it was. But oops. Again, I think a lot of that was because the concept of a truly open world game was so novel. It felt so fresh. But now we're all burnt out on open world games, right? So it's just funny. Funny how these things shift. Perspectives shift with time. Anything back here? No. You know, something else that was pretty cool about the way this game is done is it's made up of chunks, basically like Lego. All the areas are pieced together from what they call nodes, which are like pieces of terrain, and they snap to other terrain at certain sides. They call it gates. And they put out a big level editor for this game. And I spent a lot of time in that level editor. Oh, there's a lot of explosions. And it was cool because even a young guy like me, at the time I was 14 or so, you know, I could make levels in this game. I could create little experiences, little areas. I never published any of it, mind you. This poor guy, he just wants to escape. A Lectar. No escape, Lectar. I'm sorry. But that node-based design allowed for relatively easy modding and relatively easy map building. It's almost like tiles in a 2D game, right? Except sort of a 3D version, so a bit more like Lego. Kind of. You weren't like stacking blocks on top of one another, you were like attaching them along their edges. But the Siege editor, which is the software, the tool, in which you can put together levels and areas in this game. It still runs. You can run it on modern Windows. Oops, I didn't mean to drink the mana potion. That's okay. I fired it up not long ago. So you could still create content for this game. And in fact, people still do. There is still a modding community out there of people making stuff for Dungeon Siege 1 and 2. Whole Discord for it. But there were some real classic mods back in the day. They called them siegelets. Siegelets. I still remember some of them. There's one called Circle of Laurent. There was one, I forget what it was called, but it was set in kind of like a Bible punk kind of setting. People got really creative. I love it when games provide mod tools. Allow people to exercise their creativity. Obviously not every game needs to have mod tools. Not everyone is well suited to it, but games like this where you can create new adventures, I think there's absolutely value to it. Bruce says, yeah, when Morrowind came out, I was like, holy shit, what do you mean I can go anywhere I want, do whatever I want? That's exactly what it was. Yeah, I remember that feeling. So I was just getting out of Satanine, and I realized, like, oh man, I can, oh no, Eyelash is here. I was like, I can get away with it. Eyelash ain't here. Eyelash is here. Eyelash was waiting, lurking, just waiting for me to slip up. Stop that, I'm trying to sleep. I should have known better. I should have known better. Very wise. Poor Glorn up there by himself, soloing the crystal beast. Oh, these things are so gross. I hate these things. The skicks. A skick. Even the name skick sounds gross, but look at them, got this like gross mouth in their stomach, and then their head is just an eyeball on a stalk. I got these spider arms. And they make this terrible sound. And they're messing up Glorn. Definitely some really fun monster design in this game. Not your average fantasy beasts. The long-awaited bog. Indeed. I also love how vertical the areas in this game are. Obviously they used it as a tool for keeping the player on a path, right? But it makes for these spectacular areas that look super cool, which again was a revelation at the time. Just the visual verticality. Even if gameplay wise the verticality rarely makes a big difference, but visually it's very impressive and very distinctive as well. Eyelash says Bruce was kind enough to keep it PG, but then you went out of your way to be a menace. Eyelash, tell me, how would you pronounce what Bruce wrote? Tickspring says, how do you like this compared to Neverwinter Nights, which I think came out the same year? I played neither. So I did not play Neverwinter Nights at the time, but I've played it since. And I think Neverwinter Nights is a much more mechanically dense game, obviously based off D&D, And I think you can probably do a lot more in terms of storytelling in the Neverwinter Nights toolset. But I do think Dungeon Siege is a much more visually impressive game for its time. And I think it really captured that feeling of going on an adventure in a way that perhaps Neverwinter Nights did not. So I think they both have something going for them. I think in the pantheon of games, I think Neverwinter Nights is generally regarded as perhaps more groundbreaking or more of a classic for what it did in terms of adapting D&D to a 3D game, and also the creativity unlocked with its tool set, and the massive number of adventures that people created for that, and allowing them to be basically like miniature player-made MMOs, right? Like people would create a world and host it on a persistent server, and people would log in, and it was basically like an MMO. Which I guess you could do with Dungeon Siege, but no one did. Ambitious Snail on YouTube says, whatever you just killed sounds exactly like a TIE fighter for Star Wars. You are absolutely correct. It's these guys. It's the Trogs. Listen. When they die. Oh no. Speaking of dying. Glorn getting wrecked. Oh, he's down. And he's back up. Goodness. These guys are hitting hard. Why are my dudes just standing there? Come on. Attack, you fools. Fight. Thank you for the rain, Bruce. Attractive says ew, delete. Zoomed in, that eye on the skick is hilarious. You're not wrong, Thorek. Holy shoot. Alright, next time it'll be holy shoot. Skick is grosser than a scamp. Agreed. Agreed. Bruce says, I always got the feeling that the Dungeon Siege team optimized the crap out of this game. You mean from a performance perspective? So that they could achieve visually what they achieved? Because if so, I agree. I think, like I said, I think the engineering behind this game and this engine was very strong. Look at this little narrow path here. Oh no, oh gross spiders. Ew, they're gross. Stalagnids. Sorry guys, sorry if we've got any arachnophobes here. Avert thine eyes while we fight some stalagnids. They're gross. What we have found here, though, is a health shrine, which we don't need now, but it's kind of nice. Is there anywhere else to go out here? Nope. Just a precipice. This is what I'm talking, though. Like, look how dramatic this is. Isn't that cool? Like, this was extremely badass back in 2002. I mean, it's still badass now, but there's just something really appealing about the visual. Oh my god, very bad butt for 2002. Very bad butt. I was censoring myself so well earlier. I almost said you're being a good nerd. No, I'm a bad nerd. Be as bad as I want. Ken Dogosaurus asks, do you know what the TIE Fighter sound design was? I feel like I've heard at some point that it, what was in the TIE Fighter sound? I know the laser sound was a guy wire on a communications tower. I can't remember. Is it like an elephant or something is in the TIE Fighter sound maybe? I can't remember what else. But Kendagasaurus says the iconic TIE Fighter sound effect was created by sound designer Ben Burt by combining a slowed down elephant trumpet. There you go. From the 1958 movie The Roots of Heaven with the sound of a car driving on wet pavement. What a wild combination of sounds. Who would ever think to use those sounds to create the sound of a spaceship, you know? Absolutely crazy looking spiders. I know, aren't they disgusting? The way they crawl so slowly, and they've got these super meaty legs. Just all chunky and meaty. And then they explode into little chunky bits. Oh no, it's another skick. Oh no. Oh no, I hate it. Wait, why am I hearing a healing shrine? We're not on the healing shrine. That's weird. Oh, they're so disgusting. Spindly arms and all. Just gross. Just gross. Oh. I hope we're getting towards the end of this dungeon. I would really like to get out into fresh air again. I feel like we've been down here in the depths for ages. Always love the rain, attractive. Anth over on YouTube. Sorry, my hair. Says, hello, Nick. Popping in while I work on an essay. Good luck with the essay. I'm curious now, do you prefer real-time with pause or turn-based? I've never been able to really get into real-time with pause. The closest was Pillars of Eternity. That's a good question. I think I do. Yeah, I think I like real-time with pause. I mean, there's a lot of games from that era that did that, like Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, like Dungeon Siege, Neverwinter Nights, KOTOR, Icewind Dale. It was quite a popular thing at the time. I think I do like it. I think it fell out of style, but I think I do like it. Let the rain wash away the visions of Skick. Good call. Good call. Disgusting. That's right, Eyelash. That's right, I'm Nick. Oh yeah, those spiders in Fallen Order are disgusting. You're totally right, Bruce. Also, like, quite dangerous. Nothing to be trifled with. You know, I do enjoy a purely turn-based game too, though, Anth. I don't know, I just enjoy them both for their own different reasons, I guess. But yeah, not many real-time with pause games out these days. Pillars of Eternity, probably the best example. Yo, look at these mofos. Spiked Maw. That is an appropriate name because they really are just a mouth on legs with spikes. This one here, there's a unique one here somewhere. A rabid spiked maw. Whoa. At least they die quick. You know, for being basically a mouth on legs, they're actually not doing much with their mouths. They're shooting spikes. I think that they would use their mouths. Oh, incoming Skick. I see it loping along in the distance. Disgustingly approaching. Okay, let's focus on it. So upsetting. I think the sound is part of why it's so upsetting. Yeah, the game does run very fluidly, obviously on modern hardware, but even back then, it looked really nice on very humble hardware. Or a chest. The music is so cool. Ceramic club, that could actually be pretty good. And some geared gauntlets. I love the musical cues in here. This whole cave and its monsters can go in the bin. 100%. They're all disgusting. This area has some of the most disgusting designs. Grossest monster designs in the game, no doubt. And why is this gig so tall? It walks like a monkey. It like lopes along with its long ass spindly legs. And it says, I don't hate real time with pause. Oh god. Look at them like slowly approaching. Upsetting. Oh, there's one back here just murdering our mages in the back line. Get away, Merrick. Get away. Heal yourself, Merrick. Yo, can you all please attack this thing? What even are our party's orders right now? They are set to defend, okay. Doesn't seem like they're doing it very well. Watch it. I'm watching you. And it said, I don't hate real time with pause, but I end up having to pause so often to avoid being overwhelmed and optimize my strats. I feel like I might as well be playing turn-based. I get that. That's, I guess, a balance thing primarily. But certainly Dungeon Siege can feel that way in some encounters. I like a real time with pause game where the pause is more optional than anything. That's my preference. But not every game hits it right. You know, hits that balance. I've got a Hassat staff here. I'm playing this game on, I think, normal difficulty. On hard difficulty, it's much more like you say, Nth, where you really have to, you're pausing a lot to optimize your actions, and like micromanage your team. Otherwise, they just get savaged. Gross. Normal difficulty is much more forgiving. Whoa, whoa, somebody's attacking my donkey. Who's that? Who's that? Frickin' spider. Don't touch my donkey. Where'd he even come from? Got some ruins here. It's kind of neat. More chunks of ruins. That one's got a spooky face on it. This looks like a side area, I think. Maybe? Could be the main path. It's hard to tell. Time to heal. The thing that poor donkey has seen. Oh boy, I love extreme micro, says Naga. Yeah, not my favorite way to play. Hence why I think normal difficulty is by far the best way to play this game. I think playing. Why are these dudes just standing around? Come on, guys. I think playing on hard is just a little too tedious to be fun. This crystal formation, pretty cool, eh? I don't know, what do you think, guys? Do you think this is the way to go? I think this is probably the main route. Ugh, more skicks. Disgusting. Yo, where'd this little guy come from? No? Yeah, some of these areas do get a little bit, become a bit of a slog because they just kind of go forever. This one is getting a little overstaying its welcome a little bit. I do think we want to head this way though. I think this must be a side route. Let's find out. Attractive says this might be a dumb question, but are there like big bosses at the end of areas like this? Yes. Yes, there are big bosses. Oftentimes at the end of a major dungeon like this. Don't remember if the Crystal Caverns has a major boss, but there are some throughout the game for sure. Not a dumb question at all. Thorax says, yeah, I remember these caverns being way longer than you'd expect. Such cool visual design though. Yeah, I know. Like, look at these cool crystals, all colors, all the arcing electricity and stuff. It is really neat. But yeah, this particular area does feel like it overstays its welcome a bit. But even that, I kind of like about the game, in that by the time you get out of this cave, you are really ready to get out of this cave. It feels like when you get back to the surface and like you see the outside and the fresh air for the first time, you can practically feel the fresh air on your face, you know, the warmth of the sun on your pallid skin as you emerge from the abyss. Okay, our mage is getting messed up here. What is happening? Oh, he's down. Okay. I don't even know where he was. Let's run, guys. Let's run. Run. Crap, he got down again. Okay, he just keeps getting knocked down. I got knocked down, but I get up again. Jerks. Oh no, he's down again. Yeah, he's up again. I might stay up this time. Nice. Very good. And it says, need to leave a trail of breadcrumbs to remember where you've gone. Kind of. It's a very big area. Oh, what? There's like a little ruin here. I don't remember this. Granted, it's been a very long time since I played through these areas. Oh crap, our mage is down. Oh, not quite. He will be soon though. Meanwhile, our healers just trying their darndest to stop everyone from falling over. Zed really trying his best. We can use health potions. It's always an option. I would really like to get out of this cave. I do not know that we're going to do it tonight, but We can try. We can try. Let's keep going. Keep pushing forward. Or sideways, as the case may be, because I do think this is a side area that we're in right now. Don't know if there's anything about up here, any chests or anything. This could be the main route. I honestly don't remember. Okay, let's head down at this little ruin, see what we can find. Who would build ruins in a place like this? That's what I want to know. Who came all the way down here just to build this? Maybe the Trog built it, or the Skix. It's a whole Skix society. Maybe it is the Trogs. So they're hanging out in here. Oh, these are pressure plates. I wondered about that. Oh shoot, the way down requires these pressure plates to be active. If we pick up the... Oh man. Okay, so what we have to do here is drop some items on these pressure plates. Let's grab an item out of the inventory, something we don't care too much about. Some outlet gauntlets. Toss those down. And we'll do the same over here. And that opens up the passageway. We can pick this stuff up again on the way out, probably. Okay, let's continue down. Bruce says, dang it, you guys, now I can't unhear the TIE Fighter thing. I keep expecting to hear laser blasts following. I agree. It's true. I never thought about it too much at the time, but you're absolutely right, guys. Sounds exactly like a TIE Fighter. Okay, we've got more pressure plates in here. Another little door there. So let's throw some more items down here. We've got this one here. Let's see what we can drop. Donkey can drop something. Metal buckler, we don't care. Oh, come on. Come on, Donkey, drop it on the thing. Really? Donkey, please. Donkey, please. Oh my god, Donkey. How do I know where he's gonna drop it? Crap. Give it to someone else. He refuses to drop it on the thing. Fine, I'll have another character drop something. Like, these chitin shoes. Much better. And, drop this metal buckler. Okay, I think that's good. Boom, suddenly water. Just throw your stuff all over the floor. I could have my donkey stand there, but then we wouldn't have a donkey. Andrea over on YouTube says, I really love the music and musical cues of these old games. I completely agree. I think it does a great job of setting the tone and making you feel like you're on an adventure or a great quest of sorts. 100%. Could not agree more. Oh man, we gotta drop something else here. Oh, this is brutal. Come on, guys. Drop all our items. Drop a metal buckler. Okay. We can make our way down now. This better be worth it. Whatever's down here. Oh my god, there's more. Okay. It's here and here again. There and there. We could drop potions. That's an option. Because they're not super valuable. Small health potions. Probably maybe the better option of over here. Although they're a little more useful, maybe. There we go. Okay, now let me guess, we gotta drop something else in this side room. Oh, we got a chest though. Some other stuff. Yeah, the musical cues are top notch. I could not agree more, Andrea. No, come on. There we go. Okay. Okay, this is a big looking room down here. There's like a pedestal thing. Bruce says this is also how you manage your Elder Scrolls inventories, Nick. Just throw stuff on the floor. You know, sometimes it's the most effective way. Ambitious Snail says, in the voice of Shrek, Donkey! Donkey! Oh wow. Okay, that's a lot of trogs. Let's prepare for this. Oh boy. Okay, why would our mage run in here with his back to all the bad guys there? Come on, Zed. You're gonna die, and you're probably gonna deserve it. Meanwhile, all my dudes are just standing around. Why? Oh, yep, Zed's dying. What did I say? Except he's one of our healers, so I can't really afford to let him die. Oh, Gjorn's going down now. Good lord. Oh, we're all going down here. This isn't looking good at all. Okay. Let's we'll drink some health potions. You Laura getting absolutely wrecked back here. God, they're all up in my back line. Come on, guys. Attack them. Don't stand there and watch them as they kill your friends. Health potions again, y'all. There we go. Is there one more left still? Oh, 2 more trogs. Okay. That was a little rough, but we did it. We got there. What did we get for our trouble? One more trog. We got a bunch of piles of 1 gold, 2 gold, 3 gold, and a couple of chests. That chest had nothing in it, just a trap. Oh wait, we're not done, y'all. There's more pressure plates. Oh, there's more chests in there. He absolutely had Leroy Jenkins to the way in there. The water sounds like I'm chilling in a spa, except we're in a terrifying cave with friggin' skicks. 100%. 100%. Yo, what's up, Arda? How you doing? Good to see you. Alright, let's no, drop it. Nope. That's not what we want. Oh my god, someone just dropped something on the... pedestal. Nope. Okay. This is a little silly. Nope. Okay. Okay, I think that's on the pedestal. Or on the pressure plate. Okay. Oh, what do you think happens when I pick up this gold on the pedestal? Let's open the chests first. I just picked up Fury's Eye. What the heck is Fury's Eye? Fury's Eye. Sell value 1,000. This has got to be for something else. I don't actually remember what. I have a faint memory of something called Fury's Eye. It could be part of another dungeon. Oh, there's a lever here. What do you think it does? What did that do? Do you think it opened up something somewhere else? Okay, let's take this gold. Nothing. What do you think that lever did, y'all? Had to do something, right? Huh. Pull the lever, Kronk. Wrong lever. Interesting. What do you think we do with Fury's Eye? Thorax says, I think that lever may have opened the secret door if it was closed. Like an emergency escape, but because the donkey was on it, it didn't do anything. No, you could be totally right. That does sound like something that would happen. Let's try it with just one character. No, y'all can't stand on there. Get off of there. Hold on. This way to turn off follow mode. No, don't disband. Disengage follow mode. There we go. Doesn't seem to. Now I forget which way was the original way. Yikes. Maybe it's something else further back. Might not close it, just open it if there's nothing on the pressure plate. Maybe. Oh, there's a ring here. Oh wait, there's a lever here as well. Huh. Yeah, maybe those are just emergency levers to make sure that we don't get trapped somewhere, somehow. We'll go with that. So let's pick up all this stuff and let's roll out of here. Yeah, like I guess if a character somehow got stuck in there with no way to get out, then maybe that lever would open it. You could be absolutely right, Thorak. Yeah, you're right. Each of these rooms actually has a lever. That's probably exactly what it is. If we come back here and check. Oh, crap. Whatever we left in there, that mana potion, it's going to be stuck there forever. That's fine, whatever. But yeah, I think that's exactly what that stuff is. You're right, Thorak, what those levers are. But Fury's Eye, I feel like that's part of some other dungeon. Like we need to bring that somewhere else. That's my recollection. Come on, the pathing gets messed up when the pressure plates are in motion. I have to say, this dungeon was a little bit tedious. And I just want to know what Fury's Eye is about. I might have to look it up later. Like on the Dungeon Siege wiki or whatever. Alright, we're out of the mysterious Trog dungeon. Hard to say what we have now. But we got something. We got something. Alright, gang. Do you think we're getting close to the exit? I feel like we are. I feel like we're getting there. I choose to be optimistic about it. I choose to be optimistic about it. Oh, more spiders. More gross spideys. Get back here. A cave within a cave, actually, though, yeah. The way they run along the edge gives me anxiety. Fortunately, there's no way to fall, but if there was, we would have died long ago. Because, yeah, you're right, these guys have zero regard for their safety when it comes to edges. Yakinono says, I was kind of wondering because I don't have the patience to do these kinds of dungeons anymore. Just to watch. So you're kind of wondering what? Kind of wondering if we're getting close to the end. I really hope so. Oh no, skick. Disgusting skick. So gross. Oh, I said the dungeon was tedious. Oh, yes. Yeah, I mean, I still think it's cool, but I think it overstays its welcome a bit. Is what it is. It just goes a little longer than it should, I think. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. But I would like to get out. I want to see mountains, Gandalf. I want to see the forest again. It would also be really nice to find a vendor sometime soon, because our inventories are getting pretty. Oh, there's a signpost here. That'll give us at least a rough sense of how far it is to whatever it's pointing to. Dude in this puddle. Can't even see him. That's funny. I think we left some stuff on the ground back here. It's like how Blackreach goes on and on. I always get lost. You're right, actually. There are some similarities. No doubt about that. One of them being the fact that it just goes forever. Is there anything over here? No, didn't. Probably for the best. Probably for the best. Oh gosh, where'd these guys come from? Freaking slargs. Look at them. Slargs. They got these creepy telescopic mouths, look. Extensible mouths. Extendable mouths. Wait, Donkey? Where's Donkey? Why are you getting attacked, Donkey? Where the heck did this dude come from? What? How's there a dude back there? I'm so confused. Where are all these guys coming from? Anth says, ugh, I don't know if anyone played Wrath of the Righteous. No, but I just got a memory of Blackwater. Speaking of long, tedious dungeons. No, I never did play Wrath of the Righteous. Just trying to figure out where those guys came from. They must have come from back this way and just followed us. I didn't realize. Or from down here, I guess. Oh my god, there's so many of these dudes down there. Look at them all. Oh my god. Let's let them come to us. Okay, let's check out what this sign says, though. The Dark Forest, that way. Okay, it doesn't even give us any measure of distance. That is frustrating. Yes, I know Jiraiya's trading post is back there a long ways, but, well, I guess it lets us know we're still on the right route, but, man, it'd be nice if it gave us some idea if we're getting close or not. Duke Leopold, hello and welcome. Duke Leopold says, whoa, right now I'm playing Skyrim and I just got to Blackreach for the first time. Felt trippy listening to this in the background and hearing that. Well, first of all, I hope you enjoy your first time Skyrim experience. That sounds amazing. And second of all, that is extremely coincidental. Kind of funny. Good luck not getting lost in Blackreach. Attractive says, I'll never forget when I realized Zelda Tears of the Kingdom had a whole freaking map-sized cave spanning the entire freaking map. Yes. Yeah, that was really cool. Oh, we've got a unique guy down here. This dude, what is he? Shadow Lunger. Right. At least these guys are pretty squishy. Except the Shadow Lunger, apparently. Okay, this dude behind us is zapping us here. It's kind of annoying. Oh no, wait, we got him, I guess. Oh, man, another clockwork crossbow. We must be getting close to inventory fullness here. Actually, we got a fair bit of space left still. Okay. That's good. I was kind of concerned there. Slorg. There's a whole gang of Slargs just hanging out here. They're not even attacking. Look. Oh, no, they are. Here I thought we had some friendly Slargs. No such thing. All Slargs are enemies. Monster noises in this game are so squishy. Chris Vicious, welcome. Says, cool channel, man. Need more gaming ASMR. Is what I do. Great to have you here, Chris. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to the chat. Well, I talk a lot, but then also gaming ASMR. That's kind of what we do. Gaming ASMR since 2013 around these parts. Always happy to keep doing it. Oh shoot. Check check it out. It's a freaking dragon thing, a Cirrus. I seem to recall these guys do quite a bit of damage. Also, that mouth. A. Duke Leopold says, yes, I'm loving it. I've been obsessed with Skyrim for months now. First started with Oblivion at the beginning of the year. Nice. Now, one of my all-time favorites. That is excellent. I'm glad you're getting to experience those games and discover how amazing they are. Just opened a master lock chest, lost about 20 lockpicks. The only loot inside was 3 lockpicks. A classic Bethesda moment. But, you know, think about how much you leveled up your security skill, your lockpicking. Anth on YouTube talking about Wrath of the Righteous. The Blackwater dungeon, it was a dungeon that you can enter at like level 12 or 13, but it was really made for level 15 or 16. It's all repetitive modernish laboratory maps. And worst of all, once you enter, the doors locked behind you and you had to pass a super high use magic device check or you were permanently locked in. What? That is terrible design. That's straight up garbage. Who would do such a thing? Nice. Dragging down. Yo, Chris, thank you for the follow. Once again, welcome. Here we are all about good games, good friends, good vibes. That's what I always like to say. Sometimes we play newer games. A lot of the times we play older games. I like them for their nostalgia. But we all play all kinds of stuff around these parts. Sometimes we play cozy little indie games. Sometimes we play the big blockbusters. Really depends. And yeah, oftentimes we just end up playing my moldy oldie games that I enjoy. Thank you all for the warm stream welcome for Chris Vicious and for Duke Leopold for that matter. A couple of first time chatters. And says, apparently it was some early backer made content and eventually they adjusted it to make the check easier, give you another way to leave. But it was rough at the beginning. Yeah, that's just mean-spirited. That's just mean-spirited. Gotta run all the way around for this guy. I hope there'd be something up here, but no, nothing. Duke Leopold, thank you so much for subscribing with Prime. I appreciate that very much. I do hope you enjoy your subscription benefits, including ad-free viewing and all of our high-quality potato-based emotes. You can find those and much more available to you. Spinning emotes, high-res, or spinning potatoes, high-res potato, flaming potato. So welcome to our potato pals. Our spud buds. I'm gonna tap on this potato to welcome you. Tater tots, if you prefer. Welcome on in. And thank you for your kind support. One of us. Thorek, you gotta head out? Alright. You have a good one, Thorek. Thorek says, good luck escaping the caverns. I'll see y'all next time. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna make it tonight. I would really love to, but it is getting towards that time, isn't it? Oh, this is a big guy. Look at this big purple dude. Purple shard. Super cool. You have a good one, Thorek. Wow, what a rude chest. There's nothing in there except a trap. Just damage to my boy. You have a good one, Thorek. Sleep well. Have a great night. Wait, this could could be the exit, y'all. Maybe these guys are like the bosses. Yeah, that dragon. Now we've got these big purple shards. And now there's this thing here that looks kind of like an exit. Wow, and another trap chest with nothing inside. What an FU. What an FU. Alright, could it be? Could it be? Here we are, gang. We made it out. Look at our welcoming party. It's more of these dudes. Spiked moths. Out into the light of day. Oh crap, we've got forest trolls. These trolls will mess you up if you're not careful, from what I remember. Alright. I'm falling back for a second. Let's consolidate back here. And, I gotta have the carapace shield. Look at that. Good riddance, Crystal Caverns. Good riddance. We are out into the world once again. In this beautiful forest. And I love the little musical cue here too. Whew. Breathe that fresh air, y'all. Breathe it. There's just something so, like, I love the way this game is lit. Like, it almost looks like a romantic painting in a sense, like the use of shadow and light. I don't know. It's just something so evocative about the use of light and fog. The way the fog in the distance looks. I hope we never see a skick ever again. You know what? I'm pretty sure we never have to see a skick ever again or attractive until we finish this world and we play through the second world that the game shipped with. See, there's a map for the single player game, and then the multiplayer map is an entirely different map, but you can play through it all single player, and it's just as good, if not better, as the single player map. So it's fantastic. So we'll see if we ever get to that, but for now we have escaped the Crystal Caverns and made our way into the forest on the northern slopes of the mountains. There's a lot of beautiful potatoes and other vegetables. Cabbage, carrots, scamps. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Boil them, mash them. Oh, did you hear that? That was my angle. Yeah, I can notice that this looks a little bit like the old Warcrafts. A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. And it says, I love the way the camera angle and not seeing the tops of the trees really helps the forest seem massive. Yes, you see the tops of the shorter trees, the understory, but then there's these huge trunks that just imply these trees that just are massive and ancient and primordial. Yeah, honestly, they really squeezed a lot out of the tech they had at the time to create these beautiful designs. This game was 2002, remember? 2002, gang. And look at this. I mean, it's just... I have one mod, which is just a texture upscale, but it takes all the original textures, just upscales them so it looks a little sharper. But all the lighting, all the coloring, all the models, like the the actual geometry, the fog, all that's just as the game was in 2002. Still looking fantastic. It's very ethereal, very Galadriel, Kate Blanchett walking through the woods. Ethereal. Agreed. Attractive. Agreed. Lassa says, I remember 2002 like it was 23 years ago. Yikes. Yikes. But yes. to the truth. See if I can get like the really slow rotation going on here. It's kind of a nice look. Yeah, Kanono says the old Warcrafts probably don't look nearly as good since I barely remember them. Weird how some games look better in memory. Many games look better in memory. And then you actually go back to it and you're like, oh man. But that's, I think, what a good remaster does, right? A good remaster makes a game look the way you remember it. I would love a Dungeon Siege remastered, but honestly though, I think the art holds up. I think the environments absolutely hold up. You know? Yeah, we don't talk about Warcraft 3 Reforged Lasses. I am the absolute target audience to buy that game, and even I never bought it because I heard of what a mess they made of it, which is really too bad. If they went back and fixed it, I would still buy it, but sounds like they never did. Have no intention of doing so. Very sad. Eyelashes asleep. That's exactly it, Bruce. Yes, Oblivion's remaster makes it look how you thought it looked back in 2005. My ideal example of that is always Diablo 2 Resurrected. They did such a killer job of that, making it look the way you think it looked, but actually is like so much more beautiful. And asks if I'm spinning the camera manually. It's got like screen edge camera motion, so if I move the mouse to the edge of the screen, it rotates the camera, and it rotates the speed is based on how close to the edge of the screen your cursor is. So I just have my cursor just off the edge of the screen, so instead of whipping it around super fast, you just get this slow spin, slow pan. I don't know you and I don't care to know you. Oh, Oblivion. Oh, Oblivion. Well, friends, I had better wrap it up. I have work in the morning, which I gotta get to sleep for. And face the week. So, friends, I will take this opportunity to remind you of a couple things. One, if you would like a holiday card this year, a holiday card, please send me an email, theasmrnerd@gmail.com. Please include your postal address so I can send you a holiday card. In return for this, I will mail you absolutely free of charge a holiday card handwritten by me with a little personalized message, and it'll arrive sometime probably after Christmas, but and it will have art on it made by one of the members of this community, Nicoma Raccoon. Usually a fun little inside joke or some reference that hopefully some of y'all will get and appreciate. So just a fun little thing that I like to do every year, except for last year because I never got them sent out last year, but I did write them all last year. So on that note, if you signed up for a holiday card last year, please send me an email and let me know if your address has changed, because I would like to send last year's cards out this year as well. So please do let me know. Holiday card mentioned, yes. Artractive, I would love it. You very kindly mailed me things in past. I'm gonna say, I need to make sure that the P.O. box that I had set up, that address, still actually goes somewhere. Because I'm pretty sure, I could be making this up, but I think that post office might have actually closed. So I really need to double check what my P.O. box address is, if it's still active. But I will let you all know next weekend. How about that? Next Sunday's stream. That's right, and just send it to Nick, care of the provincial legislature of BC. Someone will find me, I'm sure. Ardra, yes. Arda, I will absolutely send a letter to Europe, anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. There's a skick with a camera jumping through the trees like Edward Cullen. Creepy. Okay, Attractive, I will let you know. I'll let you know. But in the meantime, y'all, please do shoot me an email, theasmrnerd@gmail.com. Let me know if you'd like to receive a holiday card for this year, and if you signed up for one last year, if you would like to receive that as well. That'd be great. The second thing is, if you want some more ASMR nerd goodness, I have a video up for you tonight. It is a relaxing review in which I review this little bad boy right here, the 8BitDo Pro 3 controller. This has become one of my new favorite controllers. It's pretty rad. If you want to see me talk all about it and do a full unboxing and all that, check out tonight's video on the YouTube channel. A whole hour of ASMR review goodness for you from me. Last thing, friends, last thing, you know how we do around here. We like to shed love, and there's lots of awesome, lovely folks that do stream here on Twitch. Other fantastic ASMR artists. And so let us go find another ASMR artist right now we can go visit. We can raid, take all these good vibes, and go visit. I see some awesome friends of the channel are streaming right now. You guys all feel like visiting Falcor tonight? It's been a hot minute. We all love Falcor. Falcor's a fantastic ASMR artist with a wonderful community. Immaculate vibes over there. Let's go see if Falcor's taking raids. That's my proposition. Let's see. Hopefully, Falcor the Book Dragon. Let's be cozy, chatty, and weird. Falcor's big thing is soft-spoken readings. Oh wait, actually, Falcor might be wrapping up. She's waving at the camera. Someone says, "Don't leave us." Okay, I think they might be wrapping up there. Because we really, numerous times I have raided into people who are ending their streams, and that's always a bad time. Attractive says yes, raid Falcor. Okay, hold on. I'm just going to unmute Falcor so I can hear. Y'all will be able to hear for a second.
And then I've got another YouTube channel that is specifically for...
I'm trying to figure out if she's wrapping it up.
ASMR.
She's plugging her socials and her ASMR channel. I'm going to say she's wrapping up. Okay. Well, I guess we're not going to raid Falcor tonight. Bummer.
Okay.
Because I freaking love Falcor and her community. But we will save it for another time. We'll definitely get to go visit Falcor another time. So let's go find someone else to raid. How about Busy Bunny? Busy Bunny, another friend of the channel. We've raided somewhat recently, but not super recently. Let's see if Busy is actively streaming. We will find someone, I promise. Okay, I don't see anyone saying goodbye. I don't see anybody waving. I'm going to say Busy is still going. So let's do it. Let's do it. We will head over to Falcor's another time. Alright, gang. Sit tight if you are with us on Twitch. Please hang out in the chat. Join us for the raid. Just sit tight for a minute or so, and you will be whisked away to Busy Bunny's stream, where you can enjoy some top quality tingles and a wonderful community. Busy is an awesome ASMR artist and just a super, super nice person. I guarantee you will love it over there. And if you're on the YouTube, you're going to have to come on over to the Twitch if you want to join us on this raid. Oh, Yakinono says sometimes Falcor wraps YouTube and keeps Twitch going. I did not well, I'm going to feel a little silly if she is still going, but it seemed like she probably wasn't, so. But we'll definitely head on over there another time soon. Falcor is Yakinona's second favorite channel after this one. That's an excellent choice. Immaculate taste. Alright, gang. Thanks all again for being here. Thank you for choosing to spend your time in this community, making it better just by being here. I will see you all next week, next Sunday. In the meantime, have a wonderful week. A big thank you, much love to our wonderful moderators, and I'll see you next time.